How are y'all doing? My name's Head Chef. I'm Orlando upcoming rap artist, and I'm here with
exclusive.
Yeah, and I'm here doing a UCF project.
All right.
For whatever class for Music of the World.
Music of the World.
It is
for
March
Large.
Saturday the 13th of 2010. Yeah.
All right. So, first question: how did you come up with your stage name, Head Chef?
That's easy.
Yeah.
Back when I was in 7th grade, or like 6th grade, my house was the biggest house on the block, and I had a basketball court. All my friends used to come over, and they'd play basketball. We'd get on the PlayStation and get on Bomberman and shit. And then they used to be like, "Oh, I'm hungry," and then I'll be like, "Oh, okay." So I'll cook up burgers or shrimp fried rice or whatever.
Shrimp fried rice.
So Asian. And they used to be like, "Oh, well, look at the head chef over here." So everyone used to call me Head Chef. So it was like a real nickname. It wasn't like a made-up name.
Yeah, out of nowhere. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you think that like might influence like your music in any way, like that title?
Not at all. I see it as a nickname. I don't see it as I don't see it as a stage name at all.
Really good.
You know, people call me Chef outside of, you know, like if you ever talk, well, outside of. Our mutual friends also call me Chef just because that's my name.
And it's not just your stage name.
Yeah, it's my nickname.
Natural nickname. All right.
How would you describe your style of music?
Conscious mainstream. Because you have a lot of conscious rap, which is like anti-violence and sex, money, drugs, of course, and that's all stuff I agree with, but at the same time, their stuff is trying to preach to you and tell you what to do. I just talk about how I don't agree with it, and I make it sound mainstream at the same time, so, and it's not really
so it's
hardcore.
Not political, it's more...
Not really political. Well, I try to make a point.
Just personal views?
Yeah, just my personal views, and hopefully people, if they agree with me. And, you know, I wouldn't say it's raw hip-hop. It's more like alternative hip hop. Like I've done a lot with I've done remixes with Amy Winehouse to Lily Allen to techno to Mr. Hudson Supernova. You know, like so.
All around.
Yeah, it's pretty much eclectic, I guess.
That's good.
It's real different.
All right. We're gonna switch it up, and now, how did your move from Florida to Virginia affect your music? Did a research.
Oh. Good research. When I used to rap here in Florida, it was when I first started, and of course, being Florida, I was all southern and hood, and hey, what up, shawty, what's your name, la la la, and that wasn't me, and that was like really fake. And I got to when I moved to VA, that's really up north. Like there's a border between VA where it's really southern and really north. I was northern VA, so they're all like New York cats or DC city cats, and they disliked that. So they used to make fun of me. I'm like, oh, well, whatever. And so people started introducing me to real hip-hop, like Nas, Jay-Z, Pharrell, you know, Talib, Tribe. And I was like, I thought they were whack before, and then I started being around it. And I realized this is what real hip-hop is. Like, this is where the roots of hip-hop came from. And that's probably junior year where I made the transition.
Junior year?
Yeah.
So just like learning different artists?
Yeah.
That's cool. When did you first begin writing songs?
Sophomore year, in high school, it was all about diss tracks and shit, and like beef between high school kids and shit. And somebody put my name out in a track, and they dissed me on a track, and I wasn't even a rapper. And so I was like, well, I used to like write little raps, to little bow out and shit when I was like 13. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna write my own rap. So that's how I first started, was because somebody dissed me. Yeah, that's how it all started.
That was the trigger.
That was it. Yeah.
Okay. Good. Have your parents always supported your music?
No.
No?
They did not support anything that had to do with the music. Well, I've always been music-based. When I was younger, I played piano and guitar, and I was also in a choir. A lot of people didn't know that. When I was like 10 years old, I was in a boy choir, and we actually toured England, Ireland, and Wales, Westminster Abbey, St. Paul's, Carnegie Hall in New York. I've sang in all those places.
Wow.
So, yeah, a lot of people don't know that. So
I've
been music-based for like my whole life.
That's good.
And I was also in drumline at Gateway. And so, yeah, a lot of people didn't know, but...
I didn't know you went to Gateway.
Yeah,
that was my high school, by the way. Okay. In Central Florida.
Boo. Gateway.
All right.
Have you ever received any education in regards to your writing skills or musical talent? Like, did you ever take any classes or...
Like writing classes or anything?
None whatsoever, but upon like my own opinion of good lyricism and good writers and poets, I think that you just have to be naturally good at English. Like I know a kid that you wouldn't even think he could rap, and he's majoring in journalism, and he is one of the sickest rappers I've heard. And he's like, yeah, and I'm not gonna drop names, because we know each other, and I don't want him to get his head hyped, but you know who you are. Pretty dope.
So in music, it's more of an individual thing rather than like a mentoring.
Definitely not that. I had a lot of OGs that like I looked up to that helped me along the way.
Yeah, that's
but like, with the classes now, now I'm taking musicianship, music theory, piano, so I can learn how to play, compose my own beats, and anything engineering to record myself. But other than that, I really haven't taken anything to help me write. You know, other than study other music. You know, I'm not like the rappers that are just about music. I actually do poetry as well. So I do spoken word, and that really helps with my rap. So I think so, very much so.
Okay. Which artists have made the greatest influence on your style?
Pharrell.
Pharrell? I like Pharrell. Really? In what way?
Every way.
Every way?
Like Pharrell was just that guy. Like I saw him in an interview one time, and I try and say as humble as he does, because like he may have a lot of money, but you have never seen him ever on TMZ. You've never seen him do anything bad. I saw in an interview, and they came up to him. They were like, "Oh, what do you think about Britney Spears doing this, that, and the above?" And he goes, "Why are you asking me that? She's a wonderful young girl. She's made some mistakes, but you should ask her that. How about you ask me about my album?" And I was like, "Yeah, you know, other celebrities would say something bad."
Yeah.
And I thought that was like really like honorable, and that's why I really liked him. I like his music. I like his style.
I like his style too.
I'm sure you do. I'm sure. He's a handsome young man.
Yeah, of course.
Why did you decide to voice your opinion through rap and hip hop rather than any other style or genre of music?
Because people listen to it.
Really? Is that
More
solely why?
Well, I'm not gonna go stand on the corner and talk about my opinion, or I don't know, be a politician, or you know, whichever other way. But with music, people like everyone listens to music. Music rules the world.
Of course,
so
but we mean, why would you go towards the hip hop?
Oh, hip hop. My bad. I thought you said like music.
No, just towards hip hop instead of maybe just like R&B or rock or anything else, like acoustic. Was it just like a personal?
That's always been in the hip hop, yeah. I guess so. I mean, I had a phase where I was on the NSYNC and a skater and a rocker, and you know.
We've all been through it.
Yeah, you know, and then you find your niche. So I was that hip hop head, I guess.
Do you oftentimes feel nervous prior to performing due to like the smaller venues and closer contact with the audience?
At first, yeah, I was very nervous, especially my first show here. I've had 4 shows in VA, and I've had like 20 plus shows here, and I've only been performing here since November.
Wow.
So,
you have been performing
a lot.
Probably, like every
I've been
weekend.
working really hard.
That's really good, very impressive.
I'm actually going on tour soon, so it should be really well.
Where at?
Philly.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it should be.
I'm very proud of you.
It should be awesome. Yeah.
What's your overall message or goal as an artist?
Artistic integrity. That's what I tell everybody. Integrity. I'm not gonna drop names, but I hate rappers that they're intelligent, but they rap gutter and like they talk. And you know, I know sex sells and controversy sells. Sex, money, drugs, thugs, violence, whatever. If it's really you, then do it. But I don't glorify it, because I've done all that and I've been there and I've done all that stuff, but you'll never hear me talk about it in my music. And so I think it's about being honest with yourself as an artist, because like if you're just like, I know people put on fronts just to sell, but that's solely what I rap against, you know, just be yourself.
I was a little bit confused though, because at first you said you were mainstream, so I thought that.
Well, it's that's why it's conscious mainstream. Conscious is more like trying to make a point, but mainstream because it's something that you could hear on the radio, or it's something that would actually like a hit.
It's
It's not like mainstream garbage. It's good mainstream.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does that wrap it up?
That wraps it up. That was our last question.
Yay.
Peace.
Thank you so much.